Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is Windows Server 2016 video tutorial, and this is the 11th video in this tutorial. And today in this video I'm going to show you how to install and configure WDS Server full step by step. So basically, what is WDS? WDS is a Windows deployment service. By using Windows deployment service, we can deploy uh, our client machine like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 machine, also as well as servers by using the network. So we need to enable the PXE, we need to enable the network boot on our client machine, and then we can use the WDS server to install operating system or our golden image to any client machine. So we'll see how it's work. So here is my infrastructure which I'm going to use in this demo. So the first machine is Win2K16 DC01, which is my Active Directory DNS and DHCP role, DHCP server. If you go here, you can see the machine Win2K12 DC01. My domain name is victorinfosol.com, and if you go here on dashboard, you can see Active Directory DHCP and DNS role is installed on this machine. So creating a WDS infrastructure requires WDS, required Active Directory, DHCP and DNS role. Also you can deploy a WDS server in a workgroup environment. So we'll check how it's work in a Active Directory infrastructure and workgroup. So, and my second server is Win2K16 WDS01, which is my WDS server. Also this is a PXE boot server. So if you go here, you can see the WDS server. So this is basically a fresh install machine. I have not done any changes on this machine yet. So this is basically an installed machine with Windows Server 2016 standard edition. So we'll do everything in step by step, like rename, machine, join, domain, and everything. We will install these things and configure these role on this server. And next, I have one physical or virtual machine. You can have a physical or virtual machine which you can deploy by using your WDS server. So in my case, I have virtual machine with no operating system and network boot is enabled. If you go here, you can see this is my virtual machine which I am going to install by WDS operating system by WDS. So if you go in edit, you can see this is using a bridge network on which I have WDS server is on the same network. So you need to make sure you have a connectivity with the machine, network connectivity with the WDS server and the machine. So if I go here, you can see currently it's searching for, there was no operating system, so it's searching for any PXE boot DHCP server. If it's not get any IP address, you will not be able to install any operating system on this machine. So we'll see how it's work. So let's do this step by step. So the first task, step by step task to install and configure WDS. So the first task is configure IP address, rename server and join in domain. So here you can see I'm using this IP address on my WDS servers. So go ahead and first configure the IP address. So disable IPv6, go here and put the IP address 192.168.1.253 and the DNS address for my domain server, DNS server. So it's done, IP is configured. So you can see IP is configured. Now it's time to rename the machine and join in domain. So call it Win2K16 WDS01 and make it in domain infosol.com. Click OK and put the credential to join this machine in domain and click OK. Welcome to victorinfosol.com domain. So we are good to go, and now we need to reboot this machine. So go ahead and reboot this machine, restart now. And now we need to go to next step, which is install WDS server from a server manager. So we'll do this. Now I'm going to log in with my domain account on this server, as this machine is joined in domain. So my domain account, which I'm going to use, server admin. So hide this, verify which service is not running, so start the service, and now go to manage and add role and features. Click next. Role based, because WDS is basically role, so select your server, click next, and now we need to go to select Windows deployment services. Click here, click next, and on a feature page don't need to select anything. WDS, what is WDS? Just giving some idea about us. And we have a transport server and deployment server, so let's do the both installation and click on install. And now you can see the installation is started, and it will not take too long time to install the roles. So once the installation is done, we will verify the installation and add the image which is given in this step. So wait for it. So installation succeed. Go ahead and close this, and now we can see we have a WDS install on this machine. So next step is configure WDS and add, install and boot image. So to configure WDS, go to tools and launch the Windows deployment services management console basically, and here you can see we have WDS server is added, and the server is not configured. To configure the server, right click and then configure. So we need to do this, right click on server, click on configure server. So before you begin, what we have to check, like, is there any active DHCP server on network? This is most important because the Windows deployment service use pre-boot execution environment which is rely on DHCP. So we need to configure this. So let's do this. We have active directory infrastructure running. We need to check for DHCP. So we have a DHCP server here running on active directory server. If I go here and IPv4, you can see we have a DHCP here, but we don't have any scope. So let's create one scope and call it like LAN, and I'm going to set the IP address details for my scope and click next. And yes, I want to activate this scope. Put the router address if you have any router for internet connectivity, and yes, I want to activate this scope now. Click on finish. So now we have a one active scope which is which can release a DHCP IP address for DHCP client. So, and we need to do some setting here for like scope options. So for WDS we need to enable this two scope option here. So the first one is this 66 boot server host name. So TFTP boot server host name, so in my case is win2k16 dc01 .victorinfosol.com. verify the server name is correct. Yes, so it's WDS01 WDS01. Yes, it's correct. So copy this name and paste here, apply. 67, we need to specify the boot string name. So this is the of our S64-bit of boot machines. So let's apply. So we have configured both options 67 and 66 on DHCP server, so we are good with this. And we have, there was an active DNS on network. Yes, we have, and server has an NTFS file partition on which stored image is stored. Yes, we have. So go ahead, click next, And now we have option to configure standalone which is op which is not independent on Active Directory and integrate with the Active Directory. So I'm going to do this because I want some automation and this WDS server to add in WDS for something. So click next, and we have option here which folder you want to make it. So call it like WDS and click next. The volume is also so I'm using the C drive on which I have installed the operating system. In a production environment, I recommend you to create a new drive for WDS, one a dedicated drive from WDS storage. So as this is a demo, we can go ahead, click yes, and we have option here PXE server initialize settings. So how we reply to any client machine. Do not respond to any client, respond only known client. And I'm going to do this, respond to all client, known, unknown, but require approval for unknown client. So go ahead, click next. Now it's configuring needed file, copying the needed file in WDS starting services. Now if you go here on a C drive WDS folder, you can see we have some folder created here by this only, and we have like boot folder, and we have here image folder. So everything is there. Currently you can see there was no image on this machine. So if you want to add image, you can go ahead and add from here. Also you can go later on. So I'm going to uncheck and click finish. Now you can see we have install, we have a pending device, boot image, multicasting devices, everything is there. So drivers is also there. So in my case I'm going to add a Windows 8 machines first. So I'm going to click on add boot image, and I want to add it from ISO file. So I'm going to mount the installation media of Windows for, you can say, Windows 8.1. so let's mount it. Yes, so client and Windows 8.1, mount it, apply. Now you can see here, so select the drive, open, and we have in source we have a boot file. So click next, and we have this here. So call it like Microsoft Windows boot image, and image description I'm going to set the same, and click next and click next. And now it's adding image to our WDS server. It will take some time to add the boot image. So now it's adding image. So here you can see task is completed. Go ahead and click on finish, and now we have one image here. And same, we need to add an install image. So first we need to create a image group. So I'm going to call it like Windows 8.1, and same you can create some other like Windows 7 and Windows 10. So in my case I'm going to give you demo about Windows 8 only. So go here and add a install image, and here you can see the select existing one. So Windows 8, click next, and the source location, and we have install.vim here on ISO, which is basically installation media of Windows 8.1. Select the install.vim file, click next. Now select, here we have a Windows 8.1 Enterprise N. So you use this default name description for each image. So go ahead and click now. It's checking the integrity, and then it will add the image to our WDS server as install image. So wait for it. Now if you go here on WDS images, you can see we have all three different folders. And if you go here Windows 8.1, we don't have anything here right now. It will be added soon once the integrity is checked for the source install image. So wait for it, it will take some time because we have around 3 GB installation image, so it might take 5 to 10 minutes to verify the ISO image and Vim image and add to WDS server. Now you can see it's almost done. Adding image, and now if you go here Windows 8.1, you can see we have a install.vim is added here. And now task is completed, the operation is completed, so go ahead and click on finish. Now you can see we have around 11 GB extended size image, so good to go. And now we need to go here on properties and configure, and we are done with this, and verify the WDS installation is also done. So just go through with this properties, and we have some here ADDS. If you go, we have a computer account creation location, so same as where is my WDS server. So I'm going to define a path on where I want to create a deployed machine. So go to Noida, and we have a workstation OU for this, so click on apply, and now go to boot. You can see you can set up also the these options for PXE unknown, always continue with PXE, and we have unknown for unknown devices also. So I'm going to set this always continue for PXE boot for known devices. And if also you can see the select the boot image, so I'm going to select the S64 boot image for my machines. So default boot image is this, so it will not ask you for any boot select the boot images. So, and for UEFI architecture also I'm going to select this image. So we have selected the S64 bit boot image, and now you can go ahead and client, and if you have any unattended installation you can specify here. And we have option join a domain, and do not join the client to a domain after installation. So by default the WDS join machines in domain after deployment. So this is if you don't want to enable join machine in domain after deployment, you can go ahead and select this. So in my case I want to join this machine in domain. So, and DHCP, we have, if you have a non-Microsoft operating system, DHCP server is running, you need to do some setting which is given here, and this is all about some advanced setting. So go ahead and click OK. So we have done, and now it's time to deploy a client by using WDS server. So let's hit Ctrl+Del to reboot this machine, and we'll see what's going on here. You can see client MAC address. Now it's given here like client IP address is getting from WDS server, and everything is there. Press F12 for a network device to boot. So let's go here and set one more thing in the properties. You can go to boot and select the always continue for PXE boot for this unknown clients also. Click apply and restart the service once stopped. Start, successfully started. And now go on Windows machine and Ctrl+Del. Let's see what's going on now here. Now you can see it's automatically booted from boot image because we have selected the boot image, and we have specified to boot the unknown client by default. So by using this option, so we are good with this PXE boot options. So you can see it's loading the operative boot.vim file. So wait for it. Here we have welcome Windows deployment service. Click next. Now it will ask for a credential, so I'm going to put here like my credential Victor infosol server admin, and put here credential. Now you can see we have an image here, Windows 8.1 Enterprise, because we have only one image here for Windows 8. So if you want to multiple image option, you can go ahead and add the image and you will get the all image listed here. So click next, and we have hard drive here which is added to this bare metal machine. Click next, and now Windows setup will continue, and it's connected with the WDS server, and now it's getting ready for installation. And now if you go here on task mzr, you can see how much network utilization is there. So you can see here, and it's better to see on 2016 server, so it will give you the all details of. Go to performance and network, you can see this is the send data is around 100 MB per second, and now it's sending the image over the LAN. So here you can see the size. So getting ready for the installation. So it will take some time. Once the installation is done, I will resume the video from there to explain further about the this machine. So pausing the recording for now. So installation is completed. Now it's rebooting the Windows 8 machine for further process. So, and now if you go here, you can see the data transmission between WDS server and client machine is stopped, and memory utilization is network utilization is almost 0 KB. So you need to take care about your network infrastructure during the deployment, so you are not overcommitting any network utilization for your network. And if you are doing this, it may become some issue in your performance issue if you are running any applications over the network, or you have a heavy traffic during the Windows deployment sessions. So you need to take care about this. Now it's getting ready about the machine, so wait for it. And now you can set the time zone as per your requirements. So I'm going to set UTC 5:30, Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, New Delhi. Click next, and I accept. Here we have use the customize. This all can be done by automated by install dot unattend file. You can specify from here client enable unattend installation, you can set it. So for now you can see we have create account, users. Now installation is done, and log in with the domain account here. This machine is a part of domain now. You can see from here sign in to victorinfosol.com. So give it some time to create local profile on this machine, so an application as well as for local account. So it will take some time. And same time you can verify from here. If you go here on workstation, you can see we have object created here with the Windows Server Admin 1. If you go here on properties, you can see Active Directory. The object is created here in Noida workstation, and the format is username. You can customize this name by as per WDS setting here. So good to know. And also you can see this machine is logged in. If you want, you can go and check here. this machine is a part of domain, so everything is done. So this is all about installing, configuring the WDS server and a domain infrastructure, and deploying the virtual machine or physical machine by using the WDS server. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, please post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.